Okay, so the shift that just happened, it feels like an astrological shift, as well as how it's impacting your person. This is something that they didn't anticipate, number one. And number two, it's really causing them to look at the whole situation between you and them with very, very different eyes. All right, something has completely changed their mind about you, who you are, how you are, what kind of person you are, how they see you, if they saw you as long term. All of those things are now kind of up for debate and negotiation. Whereas before, your person is pretty headstrong. They were very cemented in the idea of who they thought you were. And because of their experience with you, they felt like you're this way or that way. But now something has kind of come along in their life that really shifted their perspective. So I want to know what happened, first of all, for this person to have such a big difference in perception for the collective here. All right, what happened here? What happened here? What caused their perception to change? Okay, Knight of Swords. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. So whatever it is, all right, Spirit is being very evasive for whatever reason, but we're gonna get it. All right, whatever it is, it happened very quickly, and it happened with no warning, and it happened with no plan. Right, so whatever it was that stirred up this newness in your person, it wasn't something that they could have ever anticipated. All right, so Spirit is putting a heavy, heavy emphasis on the fact that it was something that they could not see coming. All right, clarify that Knight of Swords. What came in? It's like it hit me like a ton of bricks is what I'm getting here, cousin. It's like, damn. Okay, clarify that Knight of Swords. Okay, wow. Could be dealing with the Leo. As I talk about hit me like a ton of bricks, also hit me like the Tower, or hit me like lightning. All right, you could have been dealing with a Scorpion. I'm also getting heavy Leo energy. All right, Leo season could have also been a very significant season for you here, cousin, as well as Scorpio season, the one that passed a while ago. I just got corrected. The one that's coming up, all right, something about Scorpio season coming up. Maybe you're a Scorpio or something like that. Anywho, what I'm really getting now is like, this is not just like, oh my God, my perception changed. It's like, no, it was forced change. It was forced upon me, right? Because one thing about the Tower, when it hits, cousin, when this Tower hits, everything gets dismantled. Everything gets dismantled. It's not a cute little change. It's not like, oh yeah, this should change. This is something that had to change, right? So Spirit in like, it's almost like, I don't know what their path is or what walk they have to walk in their life or what their purpose is, but you're definitely a part of it. And even more than that, what I'm hearing here, cousin, heavily, is that something about this shakeup, something about that Tower that hit them needed to happen so that they were able to see clearly. Their vision was not clear. I'm seeing somebody with very hazy vision. Maybe somebody literally doesn't have good vision at all, like they see very blurry. But it also just feels like, to me, I'm sensing that you were dealing with somebody who just wasn't able to see things as they were. Okay, tell me about that sun, because one thing about the sun, when the sun comes out, nothing could hide. Nothing could hide in the sun's presence. All right, so tell me what this sun showed this person as it relates to my cousin here. Now that things are clear, after the Tower hit, now that things are very clear, what are they seeing now? What realizations has this created? Ten of Swords down. Okay. I'm hearing this energy or this phrase, and it's like, I'm gonna butcher it because it comes in really quick and it goes. But it feels like if I don't nurture this, I won't have anything to rest on. If I don't invest in it, if I don't take care of it, if I don't tend to it, I won't have anything. The land will remain barren, right? This land in the Ten of Swords, it bears no fruit, right? So just because the sun is out doesn't mean I'm going to bear fruit, right? So to me, it's almost like the realization that your person is having after whatever this Tower moment is or how they see you differently is that now they're sitting in the reality of the life they created, which is the Ten of Swords life. The Ten of Swords is not much to really look forward to. Yeah, there's new beginnings. Tens do represent endings as well as new beginnings. That's great. But the new beginnings look bleak because there's nothing around here that kind of gives this person comfort as to the life that they're walking into. They don't see that right now. Tell me what this person is realizing as they kind of sit in this reality that they haven't tended to the connection with the collective like they should have. What's coming up for them as they sit in this reality? Damn. They're like, I had it all. Hierophant energy. I had it all. Marital energy. All right. You could be a Taurus, could be dealing with the Taurus, does not have to be. But I feel like your person is realizing that you were their closest path to full-blown fulfillment in life. Right? It feels like because your person is clear now, and I'm not talking about just clear romantically with you, although that is true. That is coming up in this reading. But I'm talking about clear in every sense, right? As far as their purpose, as far as who they want to be, what kind of man or what kind of woman that they want to be in this world. All these things have shifted drastically for your person. And now in their mind, they're like, wow, the collective that I was with, that's also what kind of expedited me to this path. Tell me more about the Hierophant. Let's get some burning love oracles. Because this is what this realization has created for them. Like, this is this new perspective. This is what they're realizing. Tell me about this. Okay. I know. All right. Give me one more. This one is good today. All right. So what's crowning the deck is I should have fought for you. Right? We can kind of predict this card right here, cousin, because it's almost like, yeah, you should have. All right. I'm the damn blueprint. I'm the reason why you got exposed to what's good out there. It's through me. Right? Let's be clear. Let's call a spade a spade. Let me talk my shit real quick. So I feel like your person is looking back in retrospect like, damn, this was a connection that deserved me to fight tooth and nail for it. This is a connection that deserved me to dissolve my fragile ego. This connection was worth it. But they only got that sight after the tower hit. And now that they're standing firmly in a 10 of swords, which is they're seeing that they haven't really built much in life. Right? So now what we're getting is that they're realizing, I knew you were the one when I met you. Now, what's so interesting about that is like, one thing about truth is what I'm hearing, thank you, Spirit. One thing about truth is that it's always true. Whether you're conscious of it or not, it was always true. And I feel like your person had this inkling, very small, but an inkling nonetheless, when you guys were dealing with each other, when you guys were maybe at the height of your relationship, whatever that looked like. Let me know down below, because it seems like there was a certain time period where your person was like, damn, this is nice. This feels good. But it was then that your person knew you were that one. This is not super new to your person. However, what is new is the fact that they're realizing just how serious of an opportunity that they potentially just passed up and acted like, oh, this is normal. I'll find another person. Or, yeah, the collective will always be there. I don't have to, do too much. I don't have to push myself out of my comfort zone too much. Not right now. I'm good. No, you're not good. That's why you're standing in rubbish with the 10 of swords. Right? We also have, I want to reach out, but don't know how. So this lets me know that this person understands that they're the ones who have to take the lead. All right. They have to take the lead in order to repair this connection, if that's what they feel like is going to get them that Hierophant energy. And with the energy that I'm feeling coming off this card here, cousin, it's like, I don't see why they would not reach out. Okay. Tell me, what is their intention when they do reach out? And then I'm going to pull some timestamps. All right. So you can be on the lookout here, cousin. All right. What is their intention when they reach out? Also, if you need any extra clarity, make sure you book your same day written reading through my Etsy shop. Clarify this. What is their intention when they reach out? The Fool. All right. This is almost like admitting that I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. I have a strong inclination toward you here, collective. There's love here. There's something that I should really nurture here. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I know I need it. I know I need you. So the Fool is starting from scratch. This is the very beginning, but this is also a huge lesson. So your person is coming toward you. It feels honestly like humbly. They're coming toward you egoless, right? I mean, the Fool can't have much ego. They're planning on embarking on this life's journey without much. And when I say without much, is the Fool, they don't pack much when they go on this new journey, right? In the traditional tarot card, that you just see a tiny little bag that they have with them. And in this one, they just have the amethyst. Just hoping I stay grounded and I stay blessed on this journey. That's all I got. I'm just stepping out on faith. I don't have anything with me. Not my ego, not my old beliefs, not who I think I should be, not who I thought I was, not this macho sense of, I'm amazing and everybody else got to bow down to me. None of that. All that's got to go. Right? So it looks like when your person is coming toward you, it looks like they're coming toward you with their ego relatively dissolved. Okay? So that's their intention, to come toward you in that manner. Now let's get some timestamps here, Spirit, on when my cousin here can expect something. Okay. All right, any more? All right, just the 2. All right, we have when you're least expecting it here, cousin. All right, so when it feels like when you stop thinking about this person, you're not watching readings about them, you're over it, you might be even entertaining somebody new, or you started something new. Because I'm getting that there's a timeline shift going on in your life too here. Okay. Things aren't going to be the same. And I'm not talking about your love life right now here, cousin. There's a lot about your life that's currently, like, big changes are underway. Whether you're moving or you're going to move unexpectedly. And they're good changes. But they come about in a way where you're like, damn, like, this is unfortunate. Or it's like, maybe something happens to your car, but you're okay, obviously. But then you get a new one and your insurance takes care of it. Or some sort of leak is going on in your apartment and you are entitled to some sort of compensation because it's unlivable, or something happens to where it causes a really big shift in your life. So do prepare for some sort of upheaval, some sort of change, but understand it is a blessing in disguise. All right. And around that time of your life is when this person is going to be moseying back in. All right, we also have something about the winter months. All right, so I'm heavily getting December, January, February. Okay, so that's the upcoming months. And that, if you didn't check out the last reading I posted, check it out, because I also got in a few months when I pulled the timestamp, so that kind of correlates to that time as well. Damn, and we have today. Okay. Let me know down below if something happened today, something that shifted in your life dramatically, or perhaps this person reached out today. All right, because there's something here that they can't let go. They want to start something new here with you. All right, I'm going to pull 2 from the Kipper deck before I close the reading. Any other messages here, Spirit? All right, we have wealthy male. Yes, send him my way. All right, this is also my Emperor of the Kipper deck. What I love about this, well, number 1, the 13th could be significant. Also the 4th. I'm getting heavy Aries energy again. I don't know what this Aries energy is. It's very bossy though. But somebody here also could be in finance in their career. Now, with this energy being the Emperor, it feels like your person really wants to come toward you with their shit together, like completely together. All right. And the last card we have is courtship. All right. More Emperor, or not Emperor, I meant Aries energy. All right, so yeah, I feel like your person is coming toward you with an offer. As you can see, these 2 people are an item, okay? This person is being courted. You're being courted by this person if you allow that, cousin. Remember, you get to choose how your life goes, not me. But it looks like this person is coming toward you and not one game is being played because they felt like they damn near lost you before and they didn't fight for you before. So it's like, I'm not going to let that slip again. I'm wishing you 2 the best of luck here, cousin. I hope that this reading resonated. Let me know down below, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.